Hey everyone, so I know I do a lot of travel vlogs and things like that, but today I'm going to be doing something different. It's going to be my first story time. Now if you guys follow me on the blog, you know that I took a trip to Athens, Greece, Labor Day weekend. So this story is going to be about my trip to Athens, how we almost got stuck in Athens, and how to avoid my travel mistake. I purchased the ticket to go to Athens on a glitch fare. If you guys don't know what a glitch fare is, it's basically when you see a ridiculously low price for a flight. Now, a trip from New York City to Athens on average is maybe about $400 and up. Believe it or not, on April Fool's Day, I was going home and I got an alert on my phone and I saw New York City to Athens, Greece for under $200. So I think I paid maybe about $192, $197. And I quickly ran home, got on my computer, purchased a ticket, texted my cousin and said, I'm going to Greece Labor Day weekend. Thinking about it now, I probably would have done more, especially because I found out that I had extra days. Either way, we purchased the tickets and we were good to go. Maybe around June or July, we got an alert from Delta, because that's the airline that we were taking, and they said, we made a change to your flight and you can get a different flight if it doesn't accommodate you. So our original flight, it was from New York to Athens direct, and then Athens to Istanbul, back to New York. Now they made the change and the new flight was New York to Athens direct and Athens to Istanbul to Paris to New York. My cousin and I, we were already iffy about going through Istanbul, and this was before they had the attacks in the Istanbul airport. So what we did was we called Delta right away. We said, we're not really feeling this flight. Can we change it? And because we purchased our ticket through a third-party vendor, we had to go through the vendor to make the change. Delta said it's no problem. We just had to go through the vendor to make a change. After I spoke to Delta, I spoke to the people at the company. I can't even remember the company's name. That's how irrelevant they are, honestly. And they just kept giving me the back and forth, like, no, we can't do that. I got the direct flight from Athens to New York City, but they told me that I had to call the vendor and tell them to release my e-ticket so that it reflects the new flight that I had. So the vendor kept saying, no, we can't do that, we can't do that. And 2 weeks before my flight, my itinerary to go home, my return flight, was completely deleted. I called Delta and I'm like, okay, we just went through this, what happened? They said the vendor deleted my going back. So I'm like, I didn't tell them to. So I called the vendor again and they was like, no, Delta deleted it. So I'm like, I don't care who did it, I just need to get it back on. So I called Delta again and they put it back on. Mind you, my cousin, she wasn't even gonna go again. She was just so frustrated with the company. She told them to delete her flight. They never did. And maybe like a week before we went, then my cousin made the decision to come. My cousin was able to get the direct flight back, so we were able to pick our seats, all of that. And coming home, when we got the email saying it's time to check in, it says that we couldn't check in and we had to go see the ticket agent. So we're not alarmed or anything. So we go to the ticket agent, and once we get to the ticket agent, he's like, you missed your flight. So we're like, what are you talking about? Like, obviously we knew what he was talking about, but to our knowledge, Delta already made that change. But because the e-ticket wasn't re-released, they still had us on the other flight. So it was visible on our end that we were on 3 o'clock flight, but our e-ticket still had us on like a 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning flight. So what we ended up doing was we showed them the information that we had and pretty much prayed our way through the customs and getting our ticket released and getting on that. They told us to be at the airport at least 3 hours before. Thank goodness we don't pack anything, like we don't check in luggage, we just pretty much travel, carry on. So we were able to get our tickets, we were able to go through customs, and once once we got through customs, it was literally like time to line up to get on our flight to go home. So the rookie mistake that I did was I went through a company that I've never heard of. I didn't see the flights on Priceline or Expedia. I didn't see it on Delta's website. So I just purchased the ticket where I saw that price, and it ended up having me almost be stuck in Greece. I probably would have had to pay up in the thousands or whatever just to get home. And I definitely had a great time. I had a great experience. Had I purchased a ticket from a reputable company, I probably wouldn't have been like, oh my god, I'm going to be stuck in Greece. That's a travel tip. If you do see a glitch fare, try to purchase it from the airline directly or purchase from a reputable company. If I had to fork out like $500 or more, I would have went crazy. Like, I would have been really upset. That would have messed up my amazing weekend in Greece. If you guys are interested in more travel tips and knowing more about glitch fares, solo travel, anything like that, let me know in the comment section. I have tons of information on the blog, but if you want them in video format, definitely let me know. I'll be doing more sit-down videos, especially when I don't go away. I've been home for a while now, and I won't be going away until the end of March. So it gives me something to do. So definitely put them in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.